Hello. So we are going to do hand animals today. So we are going to use our hand and we're going to trace it in different positions to make some animals. So I did one per page. So you can see here's a snail. So it's just like this. Did a giraffe. So I'm going to show you how we do each of these 4 animals. Parents, you might need to stand right next to them to kind of help with tracing their hand. It's not too hard. It is a little tricky with positioning. I use 4 sheets of paper because I have bigger hands. So my first grader's hands go here. So you might be able to get maybe 2 animals per page depending on the size of your hand. But I'm going to go very slowly to give you time. I do recommend using a pencil for this one in case you need to fix like any rounding or fix your hand. I know I had to fix some because I have nails, so I had some like funny loops and stuff. So let me position the camera so you guys can see my hand better so we can get tracing, okay? All right, sorry about that. Somehow I need to do my camera stuff a little better. Okay, so the first one we're gonna start with is the snail. I think the snail is the easiest. So the tricky part with the snail is that you wanna position it. I'm gonna do mine on the side of the paper because I'm gonna try to get 2 animals on one page in case someone tunes in a little later. So you want your thumb to kind of go to the side. You see how that snail is? So you're going to want to kind of flip your hand up. You're going to take your marker and you're just going to trace around your hand. So just trace around. It's okay if you get bumps from your knuckles. We're going to see how well I do doing a Sharpie and not my pencil. Not too bad. So my snail is kind of looking straight up. Maybe I should use a pencil. So how did everyone do for that one? Are we good? Give me a thumbs up. So to decorate, we're going to do them all. To make the rest of your snail is you're going to kind of finish your body. So you're just going to make like this little line at the bottom. You're going to put some lines in there for the snail shell. So I did 3 lines. Do a line right there. I'm going to give it some beady eyes. So 2 lines at the top. So let's give it some beady eyes here. So I think what we're going to do is we can do some coloring, but you're going to want to probably come back and color after. Okay, so you see for the mouth's kind of fun. So you do like an open mouth, like it's smiling, and you give it some teeth. So you just put small lines in there. So it looks like the snail is smiling. And then you can color it whatever colors sound good to you. I went ahead and used green and orange. And like I said, we're just going to trace them and then we're going to go back and do some coloring. So I think, let's see, I think the rabbit will fit pretty well. So I'm going to do the rabbit next. Now the rabbit, I found the trickiest because of the hump on his face, because your fist isn't quite even. This one you're going to do 2 thumbs up or 2 fingers up, like you're doing a peace sign. You're going to lay your hand on the paper. Now your fingers don't touch the paper, so that's what's kind of tricky about it. So you can kind of lay them down as flat as you can, but maybe have your parent or a sibling, but slowly go around, and you can make bigger ears with your fingers. So it's okay. So let me trace. This one's the hard one, I think. Well, this one and the wolf. So you're just gonna trace your 2 fingers around. So I can already see how one of my bunny ears is not quite the same. If you can get a longer neck, then that's good too. How's everyone doing? Doing okay? So for this one, we're going to do the insides of the ears, and I gave it a little fur on the bottom to make it look like fur. When I do the inside of the ear. And then about the inside of your fist, you're going to do your 2 eyeballs. And then I do a rounded triangle, an upside down triangle. That's a good one, Levi. For the nose. And then you're going to come down for the mouth. And then I gave my rabbit 2 teeth. Some whiskers. Filled in the eyes. You don't have to give your bunny eyelashes. I gave mine eyelashes just because I thought it looked fun. So there's our bunny. So we have our bunny and our snail. Here. Do you want to look at that for help? Okay, the next one, we're going to do the giraffe. So like I said, don't worry about the coloring. We will color these at the end. So the giraffe, we're going to put our 2 middle fingers down. No, wait. Just our middle finger down. This one's tricky too. My hand does not bend that way. So you're going to have to force your hand down. I don't think anyone's hand bends this way. So you're just going to put, I'm going to do it long ways because I want to show a neck for the giraffe. Get in your paper. So I'm going to put my middle finger down. Oh, goodness.
Hurts.
It hurts to put your middle finger down. That's what we're hearing over here. And remember, we want to do the neck. So do your piece of paper long ways, tall. Put your middle finger down. Make sure your thumb's out. And then trace around. I probably should have taken my watch off. Yeah. Okay, so trace around your fingers. This one's hard. So you want to try to flatten your hand as you come around. And then you want to give it a neck because giraffes have long necks. Okay, so from here, we're going to add a line between our pinky and the other finger. So from this, we're just gonna do a line. Okay, I'm gonna trace Levi's hand. This is live, everyone. Let me trace my first grader's hand real quick. Okay, so just that finger down. Put your hands out. This one's hard. Don't move your fingers. This one is hard for the little ones. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we'll get back to details over here. I got him set up. Okay, here you go, buddy. All right, so I did the little finger, did a line. Then I'm gonna make some hair to give it kind of hair over here in the middle. So I just do these spikes. I'm gonna do a line between the thumb and the pointer finger. So I'm going to come down like that. Do 2 eyeballs in the middle. If you want to do the white center, you can. It's kind of hard if you have a pencil or a marker to get it sometimes. So it looks like mine's going all the way black. So you're just going to fill in the eyeball. Then you're going to come and you're going to put a line from one side of your hand to the other side.
Is it curved?
A little arc in your wrist. You're going to do like a half circle coming up. And this is where you're going to put his nose. So you're going to do 2 ovals in the middle. You're going to put 2 lines. It's almost like you're making 2 eyeballs with eyebrows. But this is his little nose spout. So this one I will keep up and we will color this one together because I know this one has a few more steps that people are going to need to see it. And then on the neck, you can make the giraffe pattern. So they're kind of like soft, they can look whatever you like, but they're kind of like soft rectangles and squares, like soft corners, so rounded corners. So I'm just going to do a couple there. And there's my, oh, I forgot these squiggly lines. So underneath your pinky finger, you're going to do like a squiggly line to make it look, because giraffes have hair. And then under your thumb, you're also going to do a squiggly. See that? Just a squiggly line here. And there's our fun giraffe.
This is mine.
Looks fun. Okay, and then for your giraffe, I colored mine yellow and brown. You can do orange, brown, honestly, whatever you like. So this one we are going to color together because I know some people, there's more steps for this one. So let's color this one and then we'll get to our wolf. So we'll give everyone time to catch up a little bit. If you have any questions, you can comment. I am trying to watch for questions just in case.
There's some complicated things.
So I thought this might be kind of like a fitting April 1st art project, just because you can use your hands. And it's like you're fooling us and giving us an animal. I don't know. I know that's a stretch.
Okay.
But see, mine is not perfect. I have some bad lines. We all have erased lines. It's okay. Don't help?
It's okay. Do this.
Looking good, looking good. Okay. How's everyone with this one? Oh, have the brown?
Yeah.
So markers are kind of hard to color with sometimes, I think. So what I do is I push on the side of it, and I do more like just lines when I color with marker. Especially if the marker's not, if it's dried out at all. I get the most ink on the side. So like this one's pretty, it's drying out on me. Ooh, a purple giraffe. That would be fun. Yeah, and don't feel like you gotta color it brown and yellow like me. You could do orange. That's why I don't color all my papers with you guys, because I know it's fun to come up with new colors. Okay. So our next one is going to be a wolf. So you'll want to get another sheet of paper or flip this one over. Depends on how big your giraffe is. But it's going to take, I don't know, a good portion of the paper to do the wolf, I think. Good grief, this brown is gone. All right.
I have some brown.
Okay, that one's gone, I think. Okay,
Oh,
now let's do our wolf. This one is tricky. I know, I got a lot of tricky ones today.
Do like this? No. Oh.
So this one, we're gonna go sideways. So this one, hopefully I don't bump the camera too much. So this one, you're going to put your pinky up. How do we do this one? Oh, we put it like this.
Oh, wait, how do you do this?
Oh, goodness.
How do you do this? Like,
Yeah, okay. So you gotta lay your hand flat down.
my thumb doesn't
Do you
go
see
all
that
the way
shape?
down.
And then you're gonna wanna keep your pinky open. This one is so hard.
Like this, right? Like this.
Yeah, but then keep your pinky open. Okay, so this one is super hard. And you're gonna lay your hand flat, which it doesn't wanna lay flat at all. So you're gonna kind of just want to hold the top of your pencil and just kind of go around your hand. My hand isn't even touching the paper because it is really hard for me to lay my hand flat for some reason. So I'm just following the curves of my fingers while I do it, while my hand is afloat. This one is so hard. So it's just like this.
Mine turned out good.
Okay, can you kind of see the face here? This one's tricky. Don't be too discouraged. I know this one's hard. I'm just going to trace mine while you're still tracing your hand.
It sort of looks like a puppet.
Mm-hmm. So here's your shadow puppet. Okay, so for this one, you're going to do like a shadow line right at the top finger, which was your thumb, and come down. And just go ahead and fill that in. So that'll be black. So it's like it's giving you two ears, basically. And then right at this first hump, that's where your eyeball's going to be. Now you're going to want to do your eyebrow. You can make it look happy or you can make it look a little angry. So I did like a little slope. You see that for the eyebrow? And then it's like a half, almost a half circle underneath. So it just kind of gives it a different look when you do the eyebrow differently like that. Okay. And then our nose. So our nose is at the tip. Hopefully you have a tip for your nose. So you're just going to fill it in.
And
you can give it a little nose hole if you want. And then the opening is where your teeth are going to be. So I just I did triangles for teeth on the bottom. Give it as many teeth and as big as teeth as you want. And then you can color it. So I colored mine gray. But definitely have some fun with it and make it whatever color that you want. You can do brown, gray, black. I don't know, make it blue. A blue wolf would be fun.
a purple.
So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to show you a quick recap of the animals just in case you need to see them again. So the giraffe. Here's the bunny and the snail. So remember the bunny was just the fist, the peace sign. And then our snail was a thumbs up. Our giraffe, we did the whole hand and we put the middle finger down. And then our wolf was the hardest one. We saved it for last. And that one we had to flip our hand the opposite direction. Oh, I don't know if I can do it again. Keep my pinky down and my thumb up.
I know how to do anything, but that's...
So enjoy the rest of your afternoon and coloring. We will talk to you soon.